Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you so much for being here for this collective reading of big energies and big changes because it involves the outer planets of Pluto and Uranus. Uranus is in a sign for around 13 years, and Pluto can be in a sign for a generation up to 20 years. So, this energy that I'm going to be talking about is going to have a long lasting impact on all of us, on our planet, and how we are expanding and changing. We begin with Jupiter, which has already entered the sign of Leo. And then on Wednesday, July 22nd, the Sun comes home in the sign of Leo. It is the ruling planet of Leo, and it is illuminating. And Jupiter is expanding that Sun's illumination. That Sun and Jupiter energy in Leo is going to trine Neptune in Aries. Neptune is very dreamy, and with it being in Aries, it is asking us to take action on our dreams, whatever they may be. We have the Sun and Jupiter expanding our ideas and cracking us open. So look for spontaneous moments, synchronicities that can lead to new ideas, inspiration, and opportunities. And then we have the Sun and Jupiter opposing Pluto in Aquarius. This is asking you to shed old identities. And Sun conjuncting Jupiter is demanding that you be authentic and true to who you are. This is a great opportunity for you to discover who you are at this time and protect what you care about and cherish. We also have the full moon in Aquarius on Wednesday, July 29th, which is going to conjunct with Pluto. And that is going to help you illuminate your shadow self. You are going to become aware of aspects of who you are and what you are letting go. The light of this gentle full moon is going to cast light into your shadow and illuminate. And Aquarius asks you to be unique, to be your authentic self, and integrate your shadow aspects. Okay, and I'm sure many of you have been hearing a lot about Barbeau's basket, which does involve the Sun and Jupiter in Leo, trining with Neptune in Aries, making a sextile with Uranus in Gemini. We also have the opposing forces of Pluto opposing Jupiter and the Sun, but we also have that full moon coming in and conjuncting with Neptune to balance these energies of Sun and Jupiter that is expanding us, and the full moon conjuncting Pluto, which is asking us to integrate with our shadow so that we can become more of who we truly are in that integration. And we are all meant to dream big of a better world, and we are also meant to connect with nature. Connecting with nature helps us ground our energies so that we can be centered and stable in who we are becoming. We can stabilize our dreams. And nature helps us with that. Nature can provide us with those ideas, synchronicities, through animals, through trees, through things in nature, the way that nature speaks to us in its own way. It speaks to all of us, and yet it speaks to the collective. That is why we have spirit guide animals that we connect with. Are you connecting with your spirit guides? We can connect with plants, with trees, with crystals. And what is calling to us at this time are going to be our guides and allies to the dream, to who we want to become at this very big energetic time that is bringing about big changes. So let's begin by checking in with the energies. Okay, collective, we have for all of us, we have the sixth chakra archangel Metatron. This is the third eye. You are going to be receiving messages from spirit. We have blossoming abundance at the bottom of the deck. We also have a journey. And then we have the magician and the mirror. Very magical times. That integration that I spoke of between Jupiter and the sun in Leo. And then we have Pluto and the full moon illuminating. And I feel like that this is that fire energy of the sun and Jupiter expanding that illumination. And here we have the gentle illumination of that full moon in Aries, illuminating our shadow with Pluto. And we have the seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel with the crown. So we have the third eye and the crown. And I feel like that these are significant energies, and the archangels are communicating to us. They are asking us to tune into our inner magic and reflect that not only to ourselves but out into the world. It is going to be a journey, and I feel like that this is part of that opposing energy, the tension of this bridge between the Leo and Aquarius aspects. And it is meant to blossom our abundance because everything is coming into fruition. We're going to begin the harvest season soon, and that is blossoming abundance. Find abundance where you can find it. Be innovative. Allow ideas and inspiration to guide you. And you are meant, that is the angels talking to you, Uriel and Metatron. And Metatron is the human that became an angel. Okay, this card flew out with 28, hollow bone, and teachability. Hey, you are teachable. And for some of you, this teachability is going to feel like something that you already know. Perhaps some of you are meant to teach others and share this. We have Winter's Dream with gestation period with 63. We have Root Girl, the disowned self. And I feel like that this is what has been gestating, and you are meant to integrate. We have the Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure, closing door, a completion, and we have a tidy house, clarity and organization. So I feel like that with this gestation period, we tend to go into a nesting period, and it brings us clarity. and organizes ourselves. And I feel like that has to do with the root girl. How do you see yourself? What are you letting go? What aspects are you letting go? And then with the root girl, we have needing direction. Yes, this disowned self, it is in need of direction. And that direction is integration. With Spirit of the River, we have the benefactor, grace and generosity. Spirit is gracing you with generosity, but you must take action and move towards the adventure, move towards the unknown. And we have Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. And that is closing the door and completions. You're closing the door on feeling lackful, and you are opening the door to choices and consequences and the Feast of Plenty. So something is completing, and with every ending comes a new beginning. Hey, let's get you a Woodland Wardian, because this is a time of protecting our dreams. And we have the Coyote and Datura and deceit. Okay, are you deceiving yourself, or are you allowing others to deceive you? You are going to have a sixth sense about this. It's like you are receiving spiritual energies. I'm going to bring these angels here because they are bookending this reading. We are receiving from Spirit, and it is intuitively telling us. We have learned these lessons from people who have deceived us in the past. Now is the time not to repeat that. And look, confirmation with the bat and Hellbore, intuition. The bat is about what is hidden, transformation. It is in the time, the in between times of dusk. Okay, we also have the badger and ginkgo, healing old wounds. Dragonfly and pansy, balance. I feel like that has to do with that opposition of Pluto, the full moon in Aquarius, opposing Jupiter and the sun in Leo. So here we have healing wounds and balancing. And then we have the raccoon and sycamore, curiosity. Be curious. That is part of the adventure. And yes, be curious about the adventure that you are on. You are going to be intuitively warned about anyone who is trying to deceive you at this time. Okay, let's take a look at money manifestations. And we have experiment. When you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works for you. That is part of your intuition and your curiosity. And when you do feel like someone is deceiving you, be curious. Ask them questions, and it might make them feel uncomfortable or stumble over their words, and that is going to give you clues. At the bottom of the deck, we have dream job. Did you ever think you could get paid just for being yourself? Again, we are being asked to be our authentic self. And teachability. We can be taught, we can teach ourselves. And I feel like that Spirit is asking you to tune into your authentic self and dream and create your dream job. We have author. Your words will have great impact on those who read them. Entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you will truly have an opportunity to discover yourself and all your potential. You may need a schedule to do this, to accomplish this. Most forms of prosperity require time and effort to manifest. Do you have room in your schedule for abundance you are wanting to attract? And then training. I feel like that goes with that teachability. You still have some new skills to acquire before you can really advance to the next stage of your career. So I do feel like that there is that teachability. You are going to have to learn, and sometimes the best way to learn is to create a class or workshop around it. What is it that you're curious about? And how would you teach yourself? How would you teach others? And in the process, you teach yourself. Okay, let's dive into the tarot before we go into other oracle cards. Okay, collective, what messages does Spirit and Source have for you during this powerful time of big energies and big changes? We have for you the Page of Pentacles, learning, teachability. This is, you're meant to continue to learn. And life is a teacher. Next, we have the Page of Wands, the adventurer, the journey. Okay, so we have two pages, Page of Earth, Page of Fire, new beginnings. And then we have the Two of Wands. You are meant to step out of your comfort zone. You have been contemplating this for a long time. You have been preparing for it and preparing for it. And it seems like you've been waiting for the right moment. Well, the universe is saying the moment is now, and you must create that moment through your action. And then we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like that this is what's holding you back, because you feel like that there's too many options, you have too many interests. And I feel like that this is here we have Venus in Scorpio here. And here I feel like that this is what, you have too many things in your basket. What is it that you really need? What is it that you really want to hold on to? What do you want to gather in your basket? And then we have the Hermit. Okay, here I do feel like you have had the dark night of the soul, and the Seven of Cups is triggering that dark night of the soul for you to really go deep. This Page of Pentacles is traditionally ruled by Virgo. The Hermit is also ruled by Virgo. And you are meant to do some deep shadow healing, healing those hidden wounds, and discovering your strength, and opening up your intuition. I feel like you're going to be clearing blocks from your crown and your third eye. These two chakras are connected. And we had the root girl in your reading. And I feel like that this energy is going to descend all the way down through your core to your roots. Let's get some clarifying cards here with the Light Seer. Okay, on the Page of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, healing the wounded heart. I feel like that many of you have been learning about healing yourself, and through that learning of healing yourself, you discovered what worked for you and what didn't. And this helped you to come to your true, authentic self. It also made you aware of those who have deceived you, or you deceiving yourself. Because a lot of times we intuitively know when someone is deceiving us, but we want to give them the opportunity to be a better person. And then it's on us because we gave them that opportunity, they didn't take it. It's time to go. And I think that that is helping you decide which cup you really want to take with you to bring to the light what you want to put in your basket. And part of stepping out of your comfort zone is stepping away from this perpetual being stuck in choosing what cup you want. It's like you are hesitating. Okay, it's like, okay, you tried this cup and that cup, and it's like you are trying all the cups, and you notice which ones have made you uncomfortable, and now it's time to walk away. See how she is walking away from the Seven of Cups. However, the Page of Wands is walking towards this, just as the Page of Pentacles is moving forward. You have contemplated about the past. Even the Seven of Cups is looking forward at the cups as this Hermit is moving forward in the shadow. Something has moved your shadow, and it was this wounding, and that you are healing from this wounding. On the Page of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups. The adventure is you moving towards joy. Do what makes you feel good, what brings joy to your life. This is the dream. You are dreaming of joy, but you are also meant to bring that and ground it to the earth. With the Two of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you have the resources you need to step out of your comfort zone. The Queen of Pentacles is about community. She's ruled by Capricorn, which does trine with this Virgo energy of the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. So you have the resources within you. On the Seven of Cups, you have judgment. You have finally decided, and you have chosen yourself. You are rising up. You are leaving behind that which no longer serves you. This is resurrection, rising from the grave. This is you reclaiming who you are and moving forward. You are answering your true calling. And then with the Hermit, we have the Fool, the new adventure, a new beginning. I like this combination together because you are free. The judgment has freed you from that which has held you back in the indecision of the Seven of Cups. You haven't made a choice. The choice is being made for you, and you are answering your true calling, working with the resources that you have, doing what makes you feel happy because you already have the contrast of what has hurt you in the past, and you have learned from those lessons. And I think some of you may have even delved into the psychology of that which hurt you, and you have worked on healing yourself, understanding. Yes, you kind of understand what the other person did, but more importantly, you came to understand yourself through those wounds, through that shadow. Those wounds open you up to delve into the shadows so that you could heal yourself. Okay, let's get some sun cards, and then we'll end your reading with the fortune teller oracle cards. Okay, since the sun is entering Leo, its home sign, I am using the Radiant Sun Oracle. We have Bluff with Jupiter and Gemini. Okay, and it's right there with the Coyote, Datura, and Deceit. I feel like you're going to start calling people on their bluff. When they try to deceive you, you're going to call them on it. And we have optimism. I feel like that you are now sure of how to deal with this. You are intuitively working through that. And I like that because your optimism is going to shine that light through that. Here we have the moon in Sagittarius. And here we have authority with Mars in Capricorn. You are being your own authority, true to yourself. And we have that with the hollow bone and teachability. You have taught yourself much, and you have become an authority unto yourself. This doesn't mean that you're becoming an authority to other people, although other people may ask you for advice. Do not offer it unless you are asked. And then we have excitement with Mercury in Gemini. Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini, and I feel like your optimism is giving you much to be excited about. You're excited about experimenting, of how you are being guided through your dreams. And then we have Principle with Jupiter in Sagittarius. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. And I feel like that you are going to live by a certain principle that feels right to you. You have endured a lot. This is Sun in Scorpio. You've experienced a lot of resistance with Mercury in Taurus. You've acquired a great deal with the Sun in Taurus. Wow, we have a lot of Taurus energy here. We did have Uranus in Taurus for about 13 years, and I wouldn't be surprised if you had learned a lot of those energies while Uranus was in Taurus. And Uranus is uncomfortable in Taurus because Taurus is very slow moving, and Uranus is about, sudden movement, sudden changes, taking action, and you were forced to slow down and examine your experiences. And also dealing with criticism with Mars in Virgo. Virgo can be very critical. And we have the Virgo energy with the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. And you have examined yourself very well with that Seven of Cups. You know what it is you want to go after, and you're answering your true calling. And you have brought things into order with the moon in Virgo, as Virgo is about healing. And here we end it with the sun in Leo with fortune. Good fortune is coming your way. That is your authority, your optimism, your excitement. And one more, intuition, because we have intuition here with the bat. So, and that is with Mercury in Cancer. And Mercury just went direct in Cancer. As of Thursday, July 23rd, it will go direct in Cancer. So pay attention to your intuition. It's going to bring some truth to you. There's still that optimism, excitement. Okay, your last cards from the Fortune Teller Oracle cards. And we have for you, a sacred ritual will bring you clarity and insight. Okay, I do feel like that this is a moment, a time with this judgment to perform a sacred ritual that cleanses and sets you free, severs you from the past, so that that purified essence that has been healed with the shadow, the light of the hermit's lantern, that is his soul light shining in the darkness. And I feel like it deserves to be honored through this sacred ritual that will bring you clarity and insight. We have that with Archangel Uriel, with the crown chakra, and we have it with the sixth chakra and Archangel Metatron. Next, we have a guardian angel is watching over you. Feel their presence. As I said, Uriel and Metatron are with you at this time. Your spirit guides are near. Seek their guidance. They are speaking to you intuitively through dreams, through visions, guiding you to synchronicities. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have your intuition is your greatest guide. Trust your inner voice. Okay, a powerful ally will help you achieve your goals. We have some animal. We have the coyote and the bat. We have Datura and Hellebore. The powerful ally will help you achieve your goals. Well, you will be aware of those who deceive you, and you will intuitively know that. A powerful spell will bring you what you desire, your fortune. A powerful transformation is underway. Trust the process. And there is big energies, big transformations. And one last card, a veil of mystery surrounds you. Embrace the enchantment, and your destiny is intertwined with the stars. Okay, I'm going to end it there. So many wonderful messages encouraging you to go through this transformation, to reclaim who you are, to rise up purified, cleansed, healed, open to your intuition. Those woundings cracked you open, broke your heart, but now is the time to let that wounding go, let those people go, or situations that have caused you harm. Um, you don't need to forgive people who have deceived you, who have done you wrong. You can forget them and forgive yourself, because yes, forgiveness is important, but I really don't know how to forgive those who have done acts that are unforgivable. So you can forgive yourself for how they made you feel, the anger that you felt that you didn't want to feel. Forgive yourself, because forgiving yourself is more difficult um, to do, because you know how you feel. You don't know how other people feel. Maybe they enjoyed hurting people. Maybe that's what they enjoy doing, is seeing what they can get away with through deception. Let them learn their own lessons. Extract yourself from that. And that could be what's familiar to you with that Two of Cups, where you're supposed to step out of your comfort zone because you're so familiar with that energy of deceit that it's uncomfortable for you to believe in others. Well, you don't need to believe in others. You only need to believe in yourself, and then you'll attract those who believe in you. But believe in yourself first. Do what feels right to you. Answer your true calling. I'm going to end your reading here, collective. I hope that this was helpful and inspiring. And until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends.